Hey guys, it's Joanne, my co-pilot Duders, and we are back on the road. A little bit later than usual, but we're on the road, and that's all that matters. If we've forgotten something, we'll have to worry about it when we figure out we've forgotten something. And so this is the start of my winter trip. I'm going to be heading west and then south, and I'm going to be hanging out in Quartzsite, Arizona for a couple of weeks, meeting up with some of the gals that I've met through like TikTok and YouTube, so that'll be a lot of fun. But step one is to get down there. So we are going to be making fast time. It's going to be no time or very little time for any sightseeing. It's literally going to be driving, working, sleeping, driving, working, sleeping until we get down there. So the days are going to be long for driving, with the exception of today. Today is only a 5.5 hour drive. I'm going to be stopping off around the Akron, Ohio area, where one of my cousins is nice enough to allow me to mooch dock at her house for the evening. I will fill you in a little bit later on why I'm exactly stopping so soon when I need to get down there fast. It has to do with my van getting a checkup. And yes, the checkup's going to be in Ohio. Editing me popping in here to tell you how my night one went. I was in the process of going through and editing my vlog, and I'm missing little bits and pieces of random footage, and I'm not sure why. Night one ended up, I was in the Akron area, stayed at my cousin's house, did a mooch docking for the evening. Had an awesome chance to catch up with my two cousins that live in that area. We had some awesome food from a local pizzeria. Got a chance to catch up. I found out that one of my cousins makes these awesome hand lotions and body butters and lip scrubs and lip balms and stuff. And so she gave me samples of this lotion, which smells absolutely amazing. And I am a freak when it comes to lip balms and chapsticks, because my lips get so chapped. She gave me one of her chapsticks that I have yet to stop using. I absolutely love it. I am going to leave her information linked. She, I believe, set up an Etsy store. I'm like, what are you waiting for? Set up an Etsy store. So I believe she set up an Etsy store. My arm is ready to fall off here. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so she set up an Etsy store, so I will leave her information linked down below if you want to check out all the different products that she sells. Tomorrow's plan is to get up, head over to that Promaster only shop in Ohio, and have them take a look and try to diagnose and solve the battery problem that I have with my van. It's kind of funny, while I'm updating all these vlogs and stuff, and then realizing the stuff that I shared over on TikTok. So for those of you who aren't over on my TikTok, make sure you head on over there, JoannePlans. You'll be able to get more current up-to-date information on what I'm doing. And I realized, I gotta put my arm down. I don't have my tripod out here, so let me put you down here. Let me fill you guys in on what was going on with my van. My van, this happened before I left on my trip. My van was just randomly not turning on, and it was turning over almost like the battery was totally dead. And then a few minutes later, it would then turn on. Well, this one night, it didn't turn on at all. So I had to end up calling AAA, and the guy came out, futzed around with it for a while, got it to work. And he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it either because the battery was reading totally fine. So it wasn't the battery. He gave me a few suggestions, but I couldn't get it in anywhere here in the Syracuse area. So what I did was I hopped on the internet, I did some searching on YouTube, and I found this guy in Ohio, in the similar area to where my cousins live, and they're called Promaster only, and that's all they do is work on Promaster vans. And so I was so excited. I contacted him through email and said, hey, you don't know me, but I'm a fellow, he has a YouTube channel too, which I will link below. Said, you don't know me, but, you know, is there any way you can fit me in? You know, this is my plan, but I'm afraid to go all the way across the United States, wondering if my van's even going to turn on. It wasn't the owner, but he was one of the mechanics. I believe his name was Lincoln. He was absolutely amazing. So what they ended up doing was, and I'll see if I can insert pictures or whatever, my battery, first of all, I learned that my battery is underneath my feet when you're driving, underneath the driver's side feet. We have in the ProMasters, there's kind of a soft floor, and the battery is underneath there. So what was going on was that he opened up that floorboard and took a look underneath and figured out that my negative was wicked loose. So probably at one point in time, every time I'm standing up, getting out, and it has that soft floor, I think it was loosening up the negative. And then one time it just disconnected. When the AAA guy came to help me, I think his messing around just retightened it. ProMaster guy literally had to like go like 7 or 8 times to get it to totally tighten. That was awesome. That was an easy fix. I actually asked him to do an oil change. So he took care of the oil change for me and got me right back out on the road within probably like an hour. Many thanks to the guys over at Promaster Only. Check them out if you have a Promaster van, or if you're traveling and you're in the Ohio area and you want like a tune-up, or you want them to check out something, give them a call because they know the Promasters inside and out. And this is like not a sponsored video, by the way, by them. I just wanted to shout them out because the guys over at Promaster Only were more than willing to fit me in. Oh, I got a little update for you. Duders decided he needed a pee and poop break. So I pulled off at this travel center in Dayton, Ohio. Got my van parked right there. So I'm gonna let him go, and then I'm gonna take my turn and use the bathroom myself. Stretch my legs a little bit. I made a reservation at a Harvest Host at a winery. I can't remember the name. So that's where I'm gonna be staying tonight, at a winery. Ended up, instead of being 8 hours, it's a 6-hour drive today. I love these things. 2 for $20. Should I get a Buckeye sweatshirt? This is why I try not to come into these places. Okay. I am trying to decide. I think I'm going to top off my tank now. And then hopefully I won't have to stop again before the night. I just find it odd that like nobody's getting gas. I'm hoping the gas works. I got a sign up. $3.29. So I believe my GPS is taking me through a detour, and I think this is Indianapolis. You know, Google tells me that it has a shortcut for me that's going to save 8 minutes, and it took me through, which looked like a really bad part of town, and it told me to turn on a road that is closed. So I have no idea where to go now. We're just gonna try to keep following Google. You guys know with my history with following Google. So I'll keep you posted. But here's a nice little view of Indianapolis for any of those interested in waiting. Let's see, we're gonna turn down this street, it says. Alright, I ended up having to do a U-turn. It was taking too long to cross the traffic, so I just literally made a right, turned into a dead parking lot, turned around, came back, and now we're gonna brave the Indiana traffic during, it's literally 5 p.m. So like this could not have been a worse time for me to take this detour. I should have just stayed on. I guess that's a lesson learned. Lesson learned is double check to see where it's taking you for these. I'm gonna save you time. Yeah. I didn't really need to get that snapshot of Indianapolis. No, thank you. Okay, this is getting scary. Not scary, but this winery is off the beaten path. But luckily the path is paved. I'm trying to use my high beams when I can. This guy's driving around with one headlight. Well, that's not good. I'm about 2 miles out from the winery. She told me he's here. Oh, maybe they live here. I don't know. I think this is it. Okay. Well, let's see if anybody comes out. Last night, it was so quiet. Do you like the bedhead? It was so quiet here. Like, I don't think I've been at any place where it was so quiet. I slept so good. That's one thing. I don't know how to explain it. I get the best night's sleep in this stupid van. I don't know, the bed's so cozy. I don't know if you can see, Duders is underneath my cozy. I am using this blanket that my son got me for Christmas, guys. When I tell you, oh, that's are you okay? That's Duders waking up. You okay, buddy? Well, good morning. Where are you? Huh? He needs to get out. He needs help getting out. Where are you, buddy? Oh, there you are. You can't see him. When I tell you guys, Duders, when I tell you guys that this blanket is a must-have for van life, it's a must-have. It went down to like, it goes down to like 30 degrees at night, right? This is the only blanket I need. It is so warm. Like, this Sherpa stuff insulates, and it's so warm. I had my propane heater on. I think that's why I like this bed so much, is because it's up so high and heat rises, and it's so toasty warm up here. Well, it's not now. It's cold here. I gotta get myself some coffee. But yeah, it's like 6 a.m. Guess we're gonna start our day. I need some coffee. I'm just in such a good mood. So, it's pretty quiet here in the daytime. I'm getting ready to leave. The owner said I could drop my garbage off here. So we're going to give Duders a little jaunt for him to go to the bathroom. And then we're going to be on our way. Oh, I didn't even notice this. There's like a little pond back here. Oh, wow. Huh. There's a little pond back there, Duders. Yeah. Yeah, you ready to go? Let's go. I'm honestly not sure how long I'm going to drive today. So we're just gonna wing it. I did find that there's 2 Cracker Barrels. He's going to the bathroom way over there. I did find that there's 2 Cracker Barrels within like, each like within an hour of each other, past St. Louis, like almost towards Springfield, Missouri. So we're just gonna kind of head in that direction, see how I feel about driving. I just had my coffee and I have a banana so far for breakfast. I haven't really been that hungry. And I thought what I would do is when I have to do my first gas up, that's when I'll maybe stop and either make some eggs, or I still have some hard-boiled eggs that I can have for a meal, for something to eat. I'm just trying to keep things real simple, trying not to buy food. As far as my battery stuff, because I haven't really, like, there's no sun out here. My big Jackery is at 88%, and my little power station is at 33%. So the first thing I didn't run my refrigerator last night because it was cooler out. I usually unplug it at night. It's like a little tip that I have. What I'm gonna do now is my first part of my trip, I'm gonna charge the little power station while the fridge is on with the big one. And then when I stop to get gas, I'll unplug it. Hopefully that little one will be charged and I will plug in the big one. And usually while I'm driving, because I have the refrigerator on eco mode, it works pretty good. It'll charge the big one, the Jackery, up to 100%, especially if I drive at least like 4 to 5 hours in a day. I want to try to drive longer today. It takes forever to drive. I have found the most amazing radio station. Every once in a while, I just love like just listening to FM radio and just seeing what tunes they play. And this station so far, the past like hour, has been just playing tune after tune after tune. I'm in such a good mood. You can call it another lonely day. I mean, how can you not jam to that tune? Tell me. How can you not jam to Fleetwood Mac? It's game over. I thought I saw the arch in the distance. I'm coming up around St. Louis. I don't know if you can see it. It looks cool as hell. It's getting better. I need to get gas, so I'm trying to decide where I'm gonna stop and get gas. Oh dear. I know I need to get 64. 55 south. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Wendy's, for the use of your parking lot. I decided not to go with the chili. I'm gonna save money. So I just ate myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got some chips here and some water. And I think that'll take me to my next destination.